Alright, what's up? Coming at you with a Ironman Vorkath guide. This could go for, any type of account, but I am on my Ironman specifically here, so we're going to roll with that. Done my first 8kc, got a nice PB on my last kill, but kind of aids, so I figured I would just do a quick video. Didn't find too many great ones online here, so going to try and make this digestible. But to start, here is the inventory setup. Even though I have a Slayer task, I'm just using full Void instead of the Slayer helm. Find that and this is just regular Void, but find that this works way better than just using a regular God D'hide setup. If you don't have Ranger boots, God D'hide boots are fine. I probably honestly should be using those for the prayer bonus, but I try to use my Rangers anytime I can since I got spooned. But aside from that, I got the Salve EI. That is basically a requirement. Don't even do Vorkath if you don't have this. At this point, still rocking the regular accumulator. If you have the Vorkath set, obviously switch to that. And all this stuff can be upgraded. Gotta have the anti-dragon shields for sure, as well as I only have regular anti-fires, but they work just fine, barely take any damage from the fire. And we're rocking Ruby Bolts E and Diamond Bolts E for the switch at the latter part of the kill, as well as the Explorer's Ring for the prayer bonus. Could be switched out for archers if you have that. And just the regular old rune crossbow since I don't have anything better. And in the inventory, again, Diamond Bolt Switch, Slayer Staff, so you can auto-cast Crumble Undead. I bring 2 prayer pots, 1 range, 1 anti-fire, and I just bring 2 regular anti-poisons. You could probably get away with just 1 if you really needed more food, but some kills you'll get a lot more venom hits than others, so I always bring 2. And I bring 2 prayer pots as well. Usually only use 1 per kill, but just in case you have a good kill and you can squeeze in 2 in a trip, good to bring extra just in case. And the rest is just food. Bring a couple Crumbons for combo eats, and the anglers, don't have to use those if you don't have the fishing level, but I've got a huge stockpile, so I use them. And in the rune pouch, if you have them, bring dust runes, save you an inventory spot so that you can cast your home teleport and Crumble Undead. And speaking of that, I get to Vorkath by just using the home teleport outside of Relica. Water burst portals faster, or you can do the Lunar Isle method and just get kicked off and walk to Vorkath. Also fine, lots of different ways. They're really just whatever you feel like getting set up with. But here are my stats. Definitely nothing crazy at all. Obviously way better if you have higher levels, but 87 in both defense and range have been doing me just fine. So that's basically the setup. Nothing else too fancy. Of course, just pre-pot, and I'm just going to get straight into it. Vorkath, I think, is pretty simple. It really never took me that long to learn the boss, and once you do, it's honestly just like riding a bike. You're probably not going to forget. Super simple, a lot easier than Vorkath. Also, make sure you set your quick prayers to Mage and Eagle Eye, and you're going to start with your Ruby Bolts E. Gonna hope that you hit some nice specs. Also should have pre-anglered here, which I would recommend doing, but not that big a deal. And I only drink 1 anti-poison just because of shit like that. If you get double venomed, you're just gonna have to basically do it all from scratch. And I also do not Wooks Walk for this phase. I like to just get some eats in. And you just want to, I just hold left control so I can walk and click instead of manually turning off my run. And you're just going to want to stay in between poison splats that have the most space. Purple attack disables your prayers, that's why you want the quick prayers. And these are just fire attacks, poison or venom. So again, once you just run through this, like 1 or 2 kills, I honestly feel like you should have the mechanics. This is the undead spawn. Gonna want to make sure you hit that. If you don't, it will hit you for fat damage. I like to wait a few ticks after killing it to make sure the hit will go through. Just make sure you stay over 31 health. I try to stay over 40 just in case I get ticked by poison and a range attack like that. I always play it safe. If I'm low and I see a range attack come in, I always like to eat for that. And you just want to make sure you stay moving. If you can get away with something like this, only 3 or 4 tiles, that's fine. You just have to be good with your clicks. But if you know how to Wooks Walk, obviously that is better. I do not, even though I have a few hundred kills on my main, so I'm just too lazy to learn it. I think that's the last attack we haven't seen. That one, you just have to walk 2 tiles away, hence why I have these tiles marked. So you can just stand here, if you see that come down, run to the other tile and you're chilling. As you can tell, this kill, I've only landed 1 spec, so not going the greatest so far, but I'm actually going to go ahead and eat. Bit of a shitty one there, but again, much rather be safe than sorry. And I like to wait till he gets like sub 200 health. Like, yeah, there you go, actually, or around 200 at least, before I switch over to just my regular Diamond Bolts E. Just because you can still hit like over your max hit with the regular Diamond Bolt enchanted with the rubies there. So that is what I do. Prayer back on, and from this point on, you're just going through the motions. Try not to do that actually, eating right whenever you see the spawn come out, because he does, or I even try not to eat after because it delays your attack. But yeah, if you get hit by the undead spawn thing, it hits you for like 52 damage or some shit like that, so pretty wild. Again, make sure you stay over 31, run a few tiles away. As you can see, the setup does not provide the most DPS. Kills take forever. You usually only get 1 kill per trip. If you land multiple Ruby Bolt specs, you usually can get away with probably 2. Probably not going to get over 2 kills per trip with this setup, but can't really expect a whole lot when you don't have the best gear in the world to work with. But Christ. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. No way. Just hit. Oh, come on. Just hit. Please kill. Oof, there we go. Not even close. Well, kills usually aren't so aids, but as you can see, definitely have the capabilities of being so. But after the kills, I just go back to Ferox, heal up your stats, and that's basically it. I know that kill was a bit scuffed, but honestly, that is just how it is with this setup sometimes. But that is about it. Hopefully I didn't miss anything, just doing this all in one straight take here. So any more questions or anything, just let me know in the comments. There's really nothing to Vorkath, honestly. As you see, mechanics are pretty straightforward. No plugins or anything special that I use or anything like that. So pretty much same thing every time you go back. And yeah, that is about it. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. I wish you all luck on getting your accumulator upgrades. And yeah, any more questions, leave a comment. But for now, you all